Alright, let's see. I'm making this video to show you guys around a little bit how to use the box. So we'll start with movies. Again, you can go left and right and you can navigate with the remote. And also to get to the sub menu, just click down. As you can see, I'm clicking down. Try to, once in a while, to go down here and power it off, because when you start it back up, it updates on its own. So every time you turn it on, give it a couple minutes, and at the bottom right hand you'll see it'll say update, and it'll update everything. But let's say I'm going to show you movies. The main one I use is Exodus, so we'll click on that. You go in here, click on movies, and this is one of the main add-ons. It has everything you need in here. You can just browse through it. Some of the brand new movies that are in theaters, they won't be perfect condition. It'll be camp version. I'll just wait a couple weeks and then the HD ones will come out. But if you want to watch movies, you could go to most popular, watch people watching. I'm in a basement, so my internet is a lot slower down here, the Wi-Fi, so stuff will take a little longer, but yours will probably work faster. But yeah, you can see all the movies in here. I'll just play one of them. DiCaprio won the award for this one. So what it'll do, it will look for the best link. Sometimes it'll just automatically start playing the movie, and sometimes you'll just have to click the links yourself. And then again, some of the links will work and some of them won't, and some days they will and some days they won't. It all depends on the servers, because they're hosting the content all over the world. But so you see you have the links, it says the HD, and if it's a cam version it will say cam right next to it. And I wouldn't recommend really watching unless you have a smaller TV where the resolution is smaller. This is a pretty big TV, 1080p, so here you go, it's playing. It's in perfect HD, so I'll stop that. I'm not going to go through the whole movie. But to give you the idea, so we'll go back. And then down here there's other add-ons. Any of these I don't really use. The ones down here, you could use different ones, have different kinds of movies. It all depends what you want, but I use Exodus as one of the main ones. We'll go to TV shows, same thing. You can go through these and see what's in there. Exodus again, same thing. I use Exodus for TV shows also. You click TV shows. And in here, I watch everything you want. You could also go to the bottom and search to what you want, and they have pretty much everything. So we'll go under people watching, and there's a bunch of shows in here too. Like The Walking Dead, I watched. They have all the seasons, and let's say there's one, there's an episode coming out. It'll tell you what day that one will come out, so you know when it's coming. So we'll go back. I'm not going to play any of this stuff because it's pretty basic. So, and then we'll go on to sports. So in sports, before we get to sports and all that, there's an add-on called, let's see, Phoenix. This is a pretty good one. There's a bunch of TV stuff in here too. If you click it, everything is also organized in sports and TV shows, movies. We'll go back. A lot of the pay-per-view stuff will be under here. Also, you can Google, let's say you're, like the other day I was watching the Pacquiao fight. You can Google, type in whatever you're trying to watch pay-per-view, and then Cody add-on links, and I'll tell you, like it'll say Phoenix, which is this one, and I'll tell you where to go. So last night it told me to go in here, and then the Pacquiao fight was actually in here. It's probably not in here anymore, but there's the UFC fight and all of that stuff. It would be in here. This is a pretty good add-on for pay-per-view. As you can see, there's a lot of stuff in here. There's also a bunch of channels. You can Google to see which channel is what. And there's hockey. There's a bunch of WWE stuff. And there's some live channels in there too. There's also live TV, NHL. You can play with all of those and click them. Phoenix is pretty good about that. But yeah, you can see all these, and they do work. You just click it. It depends on your internet connection again. And there you go. This looks like it's soccer. And there you go. So yeah, you could go online and see which one of these is which. There's ESPN right there also. So I'll go back. Just want to show you guys that really quick. So we'll go back to sports. Alright, so good ones, good add-ons for sports are Bulldog Streams. Halo 3 PM is pretty good. And let's see, Sports Devil is pretty good. There's WWE, there's Pro Sports, so we'll go on to Sports Devil. Sports Devil is another one where you'll Google and it'll tell you on the pay-per-view stuff where to go into for the best ones to watch. Whatever you in particular are trying to watch, it would all be in here. Alright, so then Sports Devil is really good. That's a good one. And then we'll go on the Premier League Pass is pretty good. Halo 3 PM is also pretty good. They have a bunch of sports stuff in here. Again, I don't know which one is which. Some of them come labeled, but there's a bunch of sports channels in here. You can go, there's ESPN right there. There's Fox Sports. Bulldog Streams is also pretty good. It has a lot of stuff in here. You can go through it and see what you enjoy watching the most. There's Money Sports is also a good one. Those are the main ones I'm talking about. The other ones you could try out too and go through them and see where everything is. But it's mainly, you could just Google it and it'll tell you. If it's live, it'll tell you. Like you could watch here some of the old stuff that was playing, like UFC fights, the Pacquiao fights or whatever, WWE, that's all here. So you can just, all you have to do is just go through it and then it's pretty simple. Let's see. So yeah, that's for sports. You can go through them though. There's a lot of stuff in here. You just gotta play around with it. I'm just showing you guys quickly around. There's workout stuff, bunch of gym stuff. I already know how to work out, but there's yoga and all that stuff. You can go through it. Insanity. There's kids stuff. Let's say you want to watch cartoons, go down here. I don't really watch cartoons, but as you can see, there's probably all kinds of movies, cartoons. Click it and it all plays. There you go. There's some cartoons right there. And then we'll go back. There's live streams. This is a bunch of live stuff in here. C-Cloud is pretty good. I would recommend that one. I use that one a lot. You could see, you could click at all the channels. Again, some of the stuff it will work and some of the stuff won't because it's hosted on the servers and sometimes the servers go down and they don't work. But this will take a little bit because there's probably a lot of channels in here. So here's all the channels again. There's a bunch of all kinds of different stuff in here. All the list just goes on and on and on. It's never ending. And again, you would have to try different ones and see which ones work. Sometimes they do and sometimes they don't. And we'll go back. There's a TV guide. Those have been done lately, but sometimes check once in a while and it might work. It's actually like a guide. I'll show you what time everything plays. But there's some stuff here. There's A&E, Cartoon Network, Discovery, So I'll just play this one. It says English. And there you go. Turn this up a little bit. And that's the TV. I'll go back. And there's stuff under here also. There's a bunch of stuff. You just gotta go through it. There's like on-demand movies and stuff like that. Alright. That one's pretty good. Let's see. Release Hub. That one has some stuff in it too, I believe. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff in here too. You can just go through it and see for yourself. Three Amigos, that one has some good stuff in it. Has a bunch of stuff, you can just go through it. Halo Live TV, that has lots of stuff, live TV stuff. You can see UFC, boxing, country channels. You can just go through it and click different ones. Let's see, UK Turk is pretty good. I use that one sometimes. There's a lot of stuff in here. There's documentaries, live TV, concerts, stand-up comedy. They have it all categorized. So then now we'll switch over to UK TV. This has a lot of live TV stuff too. So we'll go under here. Oops. DNA TV Pro has a lot of stuff in it. So we'll click on premium channels. And we'll do USA. And as you can see, there's a bunch of stuff in here too. A lot of channels. And there you go, it's playing. I'm not gonna actually play it. Just trying to save up space, but it's there. And there you go, there's a bunch of stuff in here. You can go through it too. A bunch of categories. And then, let's see, we're still under UK. Another pretty good one that I use, I believe it was FTV Guide. And see, these guides, sometimes they work and sometimes they don't. So once in a while, check these. It will show you the times, and it's like Comcast kind of, it organizes everything. It takes a little bit for it to load up. But yeah, there's a bunch of stuff in here. You just have to try and see what works and what doesn't. But most of the times that I try to use it, it does not work. See, like right now. So we'll go back. And I know sometimes, because it's so heavy, it'll freeze up a little bit. It's weird. And it looks like it might have froze up. That's why I don't like using those guides, because the way they programmed them, they're strange. Great. Alright, so it looks like it just caused it to freeze. Alright, so I have to, so I guess if that happens to you, you just click the home button on the remote and restart Kodi. Also, sometimes, as you can see, there's the memory, it's pretty high. Let's say it's usually should be at like 40%. You could click it and clean it, and it'll do it for you, make it the box a little bit faster. Another thing I wanted to show you guys, where there's a lot of movie stuff, is in my apps. There's a thing, Crackle, there's movies in there. And also I wanted to show you this thing called Mobdro. So you click it, Now for this, for some reason, the regular remote won't work for it. I went to the store and I bought a Bluetooth keyboard like this one, and it comes with a mouse, and then the little plug connects to the side of your box. You can also connect like a wired mouse, but it won't, you're not able to use your remote to play stuff on here. But this also, I'm using my mouse right now, and you can click in channels. You'll see that there's a lot of live TV stuff in here. There's a lot of channels, and I mean there's a lot, and you can click on them and the stuff will play pretty quickly. Again, it won't work for some reason with your controller.
It is at the intersection of the desert and the River Jordan where John's vision takes shape. He scoops water from the river with cupped hands.
You need a mouse so you could scroll down with it. But there's a lot of channels. The list just goes on and on and on of all kinds of channels. There's Fox. I'll click that one. As you can see, it's pretty good. It works pretty quickly. We'll stop that. Got kind of loud. Alright. So I'll go back to Kodi because there's a couple other things I wanted to show you. But yeah, the Mob Draw, it's a pretty good one. It has a lot of live TV channels in there. And then again, if you're using stuff, you want to clean the memory once in a while. And you want to do the same thing in Kodi, and I'm going to show you how to do that too. Let it start up. Okay, we're back in here. Let's see if I missed anything. There's the live streams, UK TV. There's music. You can also, there's a lot of concerts. Some of these you go into them like MTV stuff, and other ones there'll be actual live concerts and stuff like that. Programs, any of this stuff you don't need to touch. Once in a while, do go onto programs and click clear cache. Probably do it at least every 5 or 6 days. It just keeps things refreshed. Sometimes some of the programs you use, they download stuff onto your box without you. So then see, I just like clear them, then your system will run quicker. So do this every like 5 or 6 days, just switch things up. On the net system, you'll never need to be using this unless you're trying to add the XXX stuff. That would be, you can go under program add-ons. Oh, I'm sorry. And then you can go, actually it's not in here. Let's see, that would be under, you would go under Pulse Wizard. And then in here, oh, it's actually not in here. Alright, I'll have to make another video showing you how to do that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. It's pretty simple. All this stuff is here. If you guys have more questions, just let me know and I'll help you out.